Have you ever looked at your cat and wondered, are you doing this just to mess with me? Or are you actually broken? Picture this. You are trying to relax, and suddenly your cat runs sideways across the room like they just saw a ghost, only to stop and violently groom their left leg. Or maybe they look you dead in the eyes while slowly pushing your favourite mug off the edge of the table. We've all been there. But here is the crazy truth, my friends. Your fluffy little roommate isn't doing these things just to drive you insane. They are actually communicating with you. They are dropping massive, obvious hints about what they want, how they feel, and what they think of you. The problem? We humans are notoriously bad at speaking cat. We misinterpret their signals, ignore their warnings, and completely miss their declarations of love. Well, not anymore. Today we are going to decode the mystery. I'm going to reveal the ultimate secrets your cat is desperately trying to tell you, but you completely fail to notice. By the end of this video, you will look at your little tiger in a whole new light. Before we dive into the madness, drop a comment down below and tell me, what is the name of your furry hooligan? And what is their weirdest habit? Before we get into the juicy secrets, we need to understand a little bit about where our cats come from. To us, they are cute little babies who sleep in sunny spots and complain when their food bowl is only half full. But biologically, they are apex predators. Deep down in their DNA, your house cat is a solitary, desert-dwelling hunter. Mother Nature designed them to be stealthy, fast, and completely self-reliant. In the wild, sharing weakness or big emotions is a terrible idea, which is why cats have evolved to be masters of subtlety. Unlike dogs who will jump up and down and bark to tell you exactly how they feel, cats use micro-expressions, complex body language, and specific scents to communicate. They don't just speak with their mouths, they speak with their ears, their tails, their whiskers, and even their bathroom habits. When they moved indoors and domesticated us, yes, I said they domesticated us. Let's be honest about who serves who here. They had to invent a whole new language just to talk to their clueless human roommates. So, let's unlock that language right now. Let's kick things off with secret number 1, which revolves entirely around your cat's back end. Yes, I am talking about the tail telegraph. Most people think a wagging tail means a happy pet, mostly because we are so used to dogs. But if you treat a wagging cat like a wagging golden retriever, you are going to end up needing first aid. Your cat's tail is essentially a highly sensitive emotional barometer, waving right there in the open air. Have you ever noticed your furry overlord walking into the room with their tail standing straight up in the air, maybe with a little curve or hook at the very top? It looks just like a furry little question mark. This is one of the greatest compliments your cat can possibly give you. In feline language, that question mark tail means they are feeling friendly, confident, and very happy to see you. It is basically the cat equivalent of a cheerful, "Hey, how is it going, my favourite can opener?" When you see this specific tail posture, it is the perfect time to offer your hand for a sniff or give them a gentle scratch behind the ears. They are literally broadcasting their fantastic mood to the entire house, hoping you will notice. But the tail tells other stories too. And you really need to pay attention to the warnings. If that tail starts thumping heavily against the floor like a drum, or lashing aggressively from side to side, back away slowly. This is not an invitation to play. This is your cat screaming, "I am annoyed, I am overstimulated, and my patience is running out." People often get scratched while petting their cats because they completely ignore this obvious tail warning. And then there is the infamous Halloween cat tail, puffed up to 3 times its normal size. Your cat does this when they are terrified or startled. By puffing up their fur, they are trying to look as big and intimidating as possible to whatever scared them, whether that is a strange dog outside, the dreaded vacuum cleaner, or just a weird shadow on the wall. When your cat is in full puff mode, do not try to pick them up to comfort them. Their adrenaline is skyrocketing, and their fight or flight response is fully activated. Just give them space to realize the threat isn't real, and let them deflate on their own time. There is one more tail secret that is incredibly sweet, and if you miss it, you are missing out on pure feline love. Have you ever been sitting on the couch and your cat walks by and casually wraps their tail around your arm or your leg? Or maybe they do it to another pet in the house. This gentle wrapping motion is essentially the feline equivalent of a warm hug or holding hands. It is a profound gesture of companionship and affection. They are marking you with their scent, claiming you as their personal property, and saying, "We are family." Some cats will even intertwine their tails with yours if you happen to be dangling your arm down. It is a quiet, subtle way of showing trust without being overly demanding. So the next time your cat casually drapes their tail over your ankle while you are cooking dinner, don't just step over them and ignore it. Acknowledge the gesture. Give them a soft pet or a sweet word. They are offering you a little piece of their heart, wrapped up in a fuzzy, moving appendage. Moving on to secret number 2, the vocal illusions. Let's talk about purring. We have all been taught that a purring cat is a happy cat. You pet them, they turn on their internal motor, and everything is right with the world. But here is the shocking truth. Purring does not always mean they are happy. Yes, they purr when they are relaxed and enjoying your company, but cats also purr when they are highly stressed, frightened, or even in severe physical pain. Think of it like a human nervously whistling in the dark, or smiling when they are incredibly uncomfortable. It is a self-soothing mechanism. The craziest part? Science has shown that the frequency of a cat's purr, which generally lands between 25 and 150 Hz, has actual physical healing properties. These sound frequencies have been shown to improve bone density, repair tendons, and ease breathing. So when your cat is terrified at the vet and vibrating like a cell phone, they are literally trying to heal themselves and calm their own nervous system. You have to read the room. If they are purring while hiding under the bed, they aren't happy. They are scared. Now, what about the meow? Here is a fact that absolutely blows most people's minds. Adult cats do not meow at other cats in the wild. Meowing is a behavior reserved almost exclusively for kittens communicating with their mothers. But as cats became domesticated, they realized that humans are basically giant, slow-witted, furless kittens who respond incredibly well to vocal cues. Your cat learned that if they make a specific sound, you will open the food can. If they make a different sound, you will open the door. Over thousands of years, cats have actively developed a specialized meow that matches the frequency of a human baby's cry. It is a sound that humans are biologically hardwired to respond to. They are quite literally hacking our maternal and paternal instincts to get what they want. They have a short, sharp meow for hello, a drawn-out, demanding meow for feed me right now, peasant, and a low, guttural yowl that means I am angry or in pain. If you listen closely, you will realize your cat has trained you with specific words. Who is the real master here? And we cannot talk about cat sounds without mentioning the funniest one of all, the ikekekek sound. You know exactly what I am talking about. Your cat is sitting by the window, staring intensely at a bird or a squirrel outside. Suddenly their jaw starts vibrating rapidly, and they emit this bizarre, clicking, chattering, alien-like noise. A lot of owners think their cat is trying to talk to the birds, or maybe their jaw is shivering. Nope, that chattering is actually an expression of extreme predatory frustration and excitement. In the wild, when a cat catches its prey, it delivers a very specific, swift bite to the neck to sever the spinal cord. That rapid jaw movement you see at the window is your sweet little fluffball mentally rehearsing the kill. They are so overwhelmed by their hunting instincts and so frustrated that the glass is in their way that their jaw simply goes on autopilot. It is adorable, hilarious, and a tiny bit terrifying when you realize your precious angel is essentially practicing a Mortal Kombat fatality move from the comfort of your sofa. Secret number 3 brings us to the face. The eyes. Chico, they never lie. Has your cat ever stared at you from across the room and slowly, deliberately closed their eyes and opened them again? It feels a little dramatic, right? Well, congratulations. You have just received the ultimate feline compliment. Animal behaviorists call this the slow blink, but cat lovers know it as the cat kiss. In the animal kingdom, closing your eyes in the presence of another predator is a massive risk. It makes you entirely vulnerable. So, when your cat looks at you and intentionally shuts their eyes, they are saying, "I trust you completely. I know you will not hurt me." It is a profound declaration of love and safety. The best part? You can actually speak back to them. If you catch your cat giving you a slow blink, do not stare at them with wide eyes. Instead, soften your gaze, slowly close your eyes for a second, and slowly open them. You will often see them do it right back. You are literally having a conversation in their native language, saying, "I love and trust you too." On the flip side, we have the unblinking, unyielding stare. You are sitting on the toilet, trying to have a private moment, and your cat is sitting just inside the door, staring at you like a creepy little gargoyle. Why do they do this? Are they judging your life choices? Well, yes, probably. But mostly, staring without blinking is a complex behaviour. In a tense situation with another cat, a hard stare is a challenge, a display of dominance and aggression. But with their trusted humans, especially in vulnerable situations like the bathroom, it is often protective. Your cat knows that going to the bathroom makes an animal vulnerable to predators. By sitting there and staring at you, they might actually be standing guard, keeping an eye on you to make sure you are safe while you do your business. They are being your tiny, furry bodyguard. Alternatively, if they are staring at you while you are eating, they are just trying to use Jedi mind tricks to make you drop a piece of that sandwich. It is all about context. And then we have the pupils. A cat's eyes are incredible machines, capable of adjusting to near total darkness. But their pupils don't just react to light, they react to emotion. If you are playing with your cat and their pupils suddenly dilate so much that their eyes look like giant black saucers, watch out. This is a sign of extreme excitement, adrenaline, and play aggression. Their brain is screaming, "Target acquired," and they are calculating the exact angle needed to pounce on your hand. However, huge saucer eyes can also mean absolute terror. If you drop a heavy pan in the kitchen and your cat looks like they just saw a ghost, those dilated pupils are letting in as much visual information as possible to help them escape danger. Conversely, if their pupils shrink to tiny little slits when it's not super bright out, It can indicate anger or offensive aggression. Next time you play with a laser pointer or a feather wand, watch their eyes change. It is like watching a dial turn up to maximum chaos right before they launch into the air. Let's dive into secret number 4, destructive behavior, or why is my stuff always on the floor? Every cat owner knows the pain of watching their pet slowly stretch a paw out toward a glass of water, look you directly in the eye, and push it off the edge of the table. Are they studying physics? Testing gravity? No, they are testing you. Cats are incredibly smart, and they quickly learn cause and effect. They know that if they sleep quietly on the rug, you ignore them and look at your phone. But if they push your favorite coffee mug off the desk, boom, instant human reaction. You jump up, you shout their name, you run over. To a bored cat, even negative attention is still attention. It is a game to them. Furthermore, a cat's paws are highly sensitive. Sometimes they bat at objects simply to explore their texture, weight, and movement. If you want to stop this behavior, you have to ignore the crime. Hard to do, I know. And start scheduling more interactive playtime. A tired cat is a good cat, and a cat that chases a toy won't need to assassinate your houseplants. Another destructive secret is scratching the furniture. You buy them a beautiful, expensive scratching post, and what do? They walk right past it and absolutely shred the arm of your favorite couch. We tend to take this personally, thinking they are doing it out of spite. They are not. Scratching is a deeply ingrained biological need. First, it helps them stretch the muscles in their back and shoulders. Second, it removes the dead outer husks of their claws, keeping their weapons sharp. But the biggest secret? Scratching is how cats claim territory. Cats have scent glands in their paw pads. When they scratch your couch, they are leaving visual scratch marks and invisible pheromones that scream, "This is my house, and this is my human." Why the couch instead of the post? Because the couch smells like you. They want to mix their scent with your scent in the most prominent areas of the home. To fix this, place the scratching post right next to the couch, make sure it is tall enough for a full stretch, and reward them when they use it. Welcome to secret number 5, the 3 a.m. zoomies. You are in a deep, peaceful sleep, dreaming of a tropical vacation. Suddenly it sounds like a herd of miniature wild horses is galloping across your bed, bouncing off the walls and crashing into the hallway. The dreaded night crazies. Why do cats wait until the dead of night to lose their absolute minds? The secret lies in their biological clock. Cats are not strictly nocturnal. They are crepuscular. This is a fancy scientific word, meaning they are most active at dawn and dusk. In the wild, this is when their natural prey, like mice and birds, are out and about. Even though your cat's biggest hunt is walking to the kitchen bowl, their DNA still pumps them full of adrenaline when the sun goes down and before it comes up. If your cat is indoors and sleeps for 16 hours while you are at work, they have massive amounts of pent-up energy. To save your sleep, you must exhaust them. Have a hardcore 15-minute play session right before your bedtime, followed by a meal. Hunt, eat, sleep. That is the feline cycle you need to trigger. Let's move on to secret number 6, the mystery of the cardboard box. You spend $60 on a plush, memory foam heated cat bed. You excitedly bring it home, unwrap it, and present it to your furry royalty. They sniff it once, walk away, and promptly go to sleep inside the dirty Amazon cardboard box it came in. Why do they do this to us? The secret is all about stress relief and ambush tactics. In the wild, cats are both predators and prey. A closed-in space with walls, like a box, provides incredible security. No one can sneak up on them from behind, and they can peek over the edge to survey their kingdom. Furthermore, cardboard is an excellent insulator. A cat's normal body temperature is higher than ours, around 100 to 102.5 degrees Fahrenheit, so they are constantly seeking out warm spots to conserve energy. The small, tight space of a box reflects their body heat perfectly. So don't be offended about the expensive bed. To your cat, that cheap cardboard box is a heated fortress of solitude. Have you ever been trapped under a purring cat that is rhythmically pressing their paws into your stomach like they are preparing dough for the oven? We call it making biscuits, and it is arguably one of the cutest things a cat can do. But why do they do it? This behavior is a direct throwback to their earliest days as tiny kittens. When kittens nurse from their mother, they knead the area around her belly to stimulate the flow of milk. It is a time in their life associated with total warmth, safety, and a full tummy. When your adult cat starts making biscuits on your lap or on a soft blanket, their brain is reverting to that state of ultimate kittenhood comfort. They are telling you that they feel completely secure and relaxed with you, associating you with the safety of their mother. Plus, remember those scent glands in their paws we talked about? Every time they knead your legs, they are also subtly claiming you. They are saying, "I love you, and you are officially my property." It is a compliment, even if their sharp little claws are poking through your sweatpants. But beware of the ultimate trap, the fluffy belly. Secret number 7 is all about vulnerability. Your cat rolls onto their back, exposing a soft, glorious, fluffy belly. It looks like an open invitation for a tummy rub. You reach down and snap. 4 sets of claws and sharp teeth lock onto your hand like a bear trap. What went wrong? You misread the signal. When a dog shows its belly, it is usually submitting and asking for pets. When a cat shows its belly, they are saying, "I trust you enough to expose my most vulnerable organs to you, but do not touch it." The stomach is where all their vital organs are, and touching it triggers an instant reflexive defense mechanism. They are showing you trust, and by petting the belly, you are violating that trust. Now, some cats do like belly rubs, but they are the rare exceptions. Next time your cat rolls over, just admire the fluff from a distance, or gently scratch their head instead. Acknowledge the trust without falling for the trap. Here is another weird way they show trust. Head bunting. Has your cat ever walked up to you and forcefully smashed their forehead against your face, your nose, or your shin? It feels like a tiny, furry headbutt. While it might seem a bit aggressive, it is actually a deeply affectionate behavior called bunting. Cats have special scent glands located on their forehead, cheeks, and chin. These glands release friendly pheromones. When your cat headbutts you, they are essentially rubbing their custom perfume all over you. In a colony of cats, group members will bunt each other to create a shared, communal scent. It is how they identify who belongs to the family and who is a stranger. By headbutting you, your cat is literally marking you as a trusted member of their inner circle. You have been initiated into the pack. You can even softly headbutt them back to return the favor. Just be careful not to bump too hard. We humans have big, heavy skulls compared to their delicate little noggins. Let's talk about the "I must sit on what you are looking at" phenomenon. You open your laptop to finish an important work email, and immediately your cat steps onto the keyboard, deletes 3 paragraphs, and lies down across the keys. Why do they insist on interrupting our productivity? First, it goes back to heat. Laptops run warm, and as we established, cats are little heat-seeking missiles. But more importantly, it is about attention and mirroring. Your cat sees that you are intensely focused on this glowing rectangle. They want that focus directed at them. By placing themselves physically between you and the object of your attention, they are demanding to be the priority. Additionally, cats love to mirror their bonded humans. If you are sitting quietly at a desk, they want to participate in that activity with you. Since they can't type an email, the best they can do is sit exactly where you are working. Next time, try putting a small cardboard box on the desk next to your laptop. Often the cat will choose the box, allowing you to work while still feeling like they are participating. Now for the most gruesome secret of all, the gifts. You wake up in the morning, step onto the porch, and find a half-eaten mouse, a dead bird, or maybe just a sad, squished bug waiting for you. If your cat is indoors, maybe they bring you their favourite toy mouse and drop it at your feet while screaming. We usually react with horror, but to your cat, this is the highest form of family responsibility. In the wild, cat mothers teach their kittens how to survive by bringing them dead or injured prey to practice on. When your cat brings you a dead animal, they aren't being cruel. They are actually looking at you and thinking, "You are a terrible hunter. I have never seen you catch a single mouse. You are going to starve, so I guess I have to provide for you." They consider you family, and they are trying to take care of you. It is a massive compliment to your bond, even if it is completely disgusting. Do not yell at them for it. Simply thank them for their generous contribution to the household and dispose of it when they aren't looking. Secret number 19 is a funny one. The elevator butt. You are giving your cat a nice gentle stroke down their back, from their head to their tail. As your hand reaches the base of their spine, their back end shoots straight up into the air like an elevator going to the top floor. Why the sudden acrobatics? The area right at the base of a cat's tail is absolutely packed with sensitive nerve endings. For most cats, getting scratched there feels incredibly good, almost like a reflex they can't control. But there is also a behavioural root to this. When kittens are very young, their mother cleans them, which requires them to lift their back ends. As they grow up, presenting the rear end is a polite feline greeting. Yes, sticking their butt in your face is their way of being friendly and polite. By lifting their hips when you pet them, they are leaning into the affectionate touch and giving you full access to a spot they can't easily reach themselves. It is quirky, a little bit weird, but totally normal. Finally, secret number 20, the sudden bite. You are cuddling with your cat. Everything is going great. They are purring loudly, and then, out of nowhere, they whip around and bite your hand. You feel betrayed. But remember the purring rule? Just because they were purring doesn't mean they were 100% happy. This phenomenon is called petting-induced aggression, or overstimulation. A cat's hair follicles are incredibly sensitive. While gentle petting feels good at first, repetitive stroking can suddenly become annoying, overwhelming, or even physically painful, like someone tickling you for too long. The cat tries to tell you to stop. They might stop purring, flick their tail, or flatten their ears. But because we humans are bad at reading cat language, we ignore these warnings and keep petting. The bite is their last resort, a desperate, "I said that is enough." To avoid this, watch their body language. Keep petting sessions short. Let the cat initiate the contact, and if you see that tail start to twitch, pull your hand away immediately. And there you have it, folks. Now you know exactly what is going on inside that mysterious, chaotic, fluffy little head of theirs. Your cat isn't acting crazy. They aren't doing things out of spite, and they definitely aren't broken. They are just speaking a completely different language, a language of tail flicks, slow blinks, meows, and 3 a.m. zoomies. Despite all the knocked-over water glasses and shredded couches, the truth is, every weird thing they do is a sign of their incredible intelligence and their unique bond with us. We might be their servants, but we wouldn't have it any other way. We adore these little miniature panthers. If this video helped you finally understand your furry best friend, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more amazing animal secrets, and share this video with a fellow cat parent who desperately needs to know why their cat stares at them in the bathroom. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these 20 secrets surprised you the most? And does your cat do something weird that I didn't mention? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video.